Hello and welcome to Real Hi-Fi Help. In this video I will be discussing the problem that I see with modern TV screens since we left plasma screens around, I think it was around 2013. So, welcome back. The positive that I see with the market the way that it is now in 2020 is that screens are cheaper than ever. They really offer you a lot of value. They give you a lot of screen size. You save a lot on electricity. I mean, a lot of things are a hell of a lot better. The resolution is better. The focus is better. A lot of the picture aspects are a lot better. And this motion lag that we had before is now a lot better. But of course, it depends very much on the price that you're looking at. I don't know if I mentioned it. Black levels are a hell of a lot better. And now into the negative sides. I've noticed that the picture now from the screens that we're getting is a lot more processed and unreal. And this is actually quite fine when you're dealing with top quality material on Blu-ray or in 4K or maybe even in 8K when that comes out. It looks very cool there. But when we go over to the older material on normal television, the stuff that we watch every day, random TV, especially when we're the stuff that we're streaming, it just looks really, really bad. The stuff that's below HD and even the standard HD stuff that we stream, it looks really, really bad. It's almost unwatchable. And in point number 2 is that I find that nature scenes, some parts of nature scenes just seem almost like they're CGI'd or PC game like, especially on the normal screens going up to like $1, $2, maybe even $3,000. They just don't quite seem like they've hit that level yet, and it might be all of this new chip technology that's making all of this happen. But that is the problem that I see. It's very processed, the picture. And just like I've pointed out in point 3 here, is that the true color and skin tone just kind of always seems to be a bit off. I don't know if you guys have noticed it. You can of course mention that in the comment, but something like getting a football match to look proper, together with a proper football shirt, it's still very, very difficult. We've always had this problem, but they still can't really get this thing entirely right, because I also find it weird that when you get a TV, still nowadays when you get a TV, even though some of them are calibrated, why can't they work really great with film material, TV series material, watching football games? Why can't it be fully tuned in? Why do we still have to manually do these things ourselves and many times pay for these ISF custom fittings? It just doesn't quite seem right. I mean, I think that out of the box they should have kind of fixed that themselves. But yeah, I'd like to hear what you think about that. I have some considerations here. Basically, what I feel is that it's all being processed. There's not enough power getting to the televisions, and we're not able now to put our own power cables to the television so we can get some proper silver, some proper plug connectors, so we can get a bit more of a natural color. It just kind of seems all fake and wrong, and I feel that the whole market is like moving us into a modern age of where everything is streaming, and everything that we watch on streaming sites like Netflix is just, just generally really bad TV, just focused on violence and stuff like that. I just kind of feel that the TV market is suffering a lot of what the audio market is suffering from, and that's keeping it real, keeping it nice and cozy, having classic colors, giving you that homey like feeling, instead of it just being like intense and up in your face, and turning up the resolution, getting more detail, turning up the brightness and stuff like that. Just feel like, I mean, we still have it with our projectors. They're doing an awesome job, but they're also in a completely different price category. And I feel that when I went 10 years ago and saw JVC with some of their, more expensive projectors, and I saw it at a low resolution, DVD resolution, I was absolutely blown away how much better that looked than the what was it called, Blu-ray that they had at that time. I was really impressed. So I think it's a lot more to do with actual quality components, having a good power cable, all of these things. Also, for a projector to really be really top tuned, you need a very good screen, and that can easily cost you like $5,000 to $10,000 for a really high quality screen. You need a dark room. I mean, you also kind of need that projector to be run in so you can calibrate it, which is pretty expensive. And then in that situation, I would personally run a cheap power cable on it, with an extra pole on the minus pole, and then I would have some good connectors like OE8 connectors on it, and then I would feel that would be basically anything, OLED, LED, QLED, whatever it's called, all of these new technologies going up in 4 and 8K. I feel that at that point, anything that you watch can then be, felt like the real thing. That's how I feel. I like to hear what you feel in the comments. But the thing that I noticed when I visited friends and they had their streaming services, and they were running it on these standard $1,000 to $2,000 TV screens, it just looked horrible. I mean, even my TV, which is a Pioneer, I still have it, Pioneer 5090H TV, that looks a lot more real with standard material. Television looks a lot more real with it. DVD looks a lot more real. It just has that homey, down-to-earth, slightly grainy, dark type of picture. Yeah, I mean, it's not as focused. It doesn't have quite as good, what's it called, motion blur, lag technology. The black levels aren't nearly as good. I mean, it obviously also has its drawbacks, but I feel that going into these big screens with chips driving the whole thing, the bigger the screens get, almost the uglier the picture gets. It just, TV has just become really ugly, even though it has become a lot more cool, and the structural parts of the images are a lot better than before. I just feel that TV has just become like almost unwatchable, and some of these older plasma screens from around 2012 to 2006 to 2012, some of them were actually pretty good, from Pioneer, Löwe, and BO. I mean, they weren't really awesome out of the box. You had to tune them, ISF, calibrate them, of course, probably use a power cord or something like that you make yourself. And then they could, really be show what they're able to do. Especially the Pioneers. They were horrible from out of the box, but they had some potential. It felt like a tool. All the newer screens, they just feel unreal, like almost like what a lot of the hi-fi world is doing within the audio. world just going in an off direction, where we're getting these kind of computer animated scenes. It just kind of seems wrong. Well, I've written a lot of things down that I thought you guys would perhaps appreciate. So a lot of these considerations I have, like for example, I remember watching the old Spider-Man movies, and they were still back then kind of cute and classic, and the effects were okay. Um, and of course, in the newer ones, they were a lot better. But I just feel that, especially when you look at movies, how they were back in the time, things were just more classic, pleasant, down to earth, real, and there was like a human aspect of it. And a great example of that, of how it changed, is when you go to the new Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. The actors that they hired look ugly. Their facial expressions are ugly. The CGI is ugly. Yes, it's more impressive. Yes, it's kind of cool and all of that. The CGI has improved, but I just feel, is it just me? I don't know. I just feel that the whole industry has just like targeted a very special type of single male, dumb, mainstream kind of guy, and it's just trying to sell all of these screens for that type of guy. And I feel that the whole industry is just kind of going away from all the classic TV series, all the classic TV movies. And I would just like to see a more grounded, beautiful hi-fi world in the TV world, where I felt like it was really connecting and giving us a really good experience. But I mean, of course, if you choose the most expensive gear, even TV screens look really impressive. So, I mean, could be just me ranting, but okay, let let me I don't know. Let me hear what you have to say on this matter. If you also have these considerations, maybe it's just me being old and weird and all of that. I like to hear what you guys think about that. So yeah, that's all with this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you did, yes, please subscribe and like and share this video with your friends, and yeah, have a nice day. Bye.